here's a quick look back at Potter seasons past.
And a balk in this inning. And we're still not done. 3-3, Potters and Marshalls. Mateo Lake for his first at bat. Coming in for Mason Holt. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball's hit deep to right field. That ball is gone. A home run, Mateo Lake. The Potters. A big home run by Mateo Lake. A 3-run shot. The Potters. 2 balls, no strikes on Brando. Just getting started here. Good crowd out here. Entertained by a national anthem rendition that was tremendous. And here's the 2-0. Hit high to left field. Look up, look up, look out. That's out of here. Jason Brando about 50 feet over the fence in left field. And the Potters are on the board early. They didn't wait 6 2/3 for this one. A 2-run home run by Jason Brando. DH today for the Potters. Line drive left center field, and it doesn't look like anybody's going to get to that one. It'll go all the way to the fence, and it is out of here. That's out of here. A grand slam home run by Brandon Motherall on a line drive that just kept on going, and that makes it 19-2 and a fine, fine line drive by Brandon Motherall. By Dimitri Perry, and here is Johnson. Right back up the middle into center field for a base hit. Pantlick rounds third. The throw's going to come into the plate. It is applied. The tag applied, and he is safe at the plate. Safe at the plate. Not agreeing with that is Andrew Sloan, who thought he had the tag and thought the runner did not tag home plate, but he is called safe at the plate, so it's an RBI. Still looking for the first hit, their first hit, the Potters, with 2 outs here in the second. Here's the pitch. Hit well to left center field, and I mean really well. Davis goes back, looks up, forget about that one. Welcome to Lincoln, Andrew Sloan, a home run for Andrew Sloan. And that went to that left center field where all the home runs are going, and I saw that one clearly, and that one was out of here. So Andrew Sloan making a lot of new friends here in Lincoln, California. The pitch. Motherall hits it high and deep to right field. Going back is Cook. He looks up, and it is gone. Brandon Motherall is making this a habit. A 3-run home run, and the Potters grab a 4-2 lead. That's at first Lazard and at third Gutierrez. 1-0. Line drive. That's a fair ball inside first base line over the first baseman's head. 1 run scores. Lazard rounding third. Ball's in the corner. Isaiah says, I'm going for it. The throw comes in. It's going to be held up. That's a triple for Reese Raggett's 2-run scorer, and the Potters lead this one 6-2.
Coming up, Potters Baseball on Stones Radio Networks.
Being in the market for a new home comes with more than just buying a property. It is finding the right house in the right neighborhood in the right community. Since 2005, Lori, with Frey & Associates Real Estate, has lived and worked as a real estate broker in Lincoln. She is passionate about local organizations and volunteers with them as well.
She's knowledgeable, she knows, she asks a lot of questions.
Loomis Basin Brewing Company, a proud sponsor of your Lincoln Potters. Visit them at 3277 Swetzer Road in Loomis or call 916-259-2739.
Have you ever wondered, what is CMN? I thought so. Let me help. CMN stands for Children's Miracle Network, a non-profit organization that raises money for children's hospitals. Locally, UC Davis Children's Hospital is your CMN hospital, the only one in our area. It is a nationally ranked comprehensive children's hospital that provides the highest quality of care to pediatric patients like me. How is this level of care possible? With help from CMN donations. CMN teamed with corporate partners and community donors to fundraise for things like equipment, research, and patient care. All money raised locally during campaigns like this stays local to support children treated at UC Davis Children's Hospital. Sick and injured kids can't wait to get the care they need. And thanks to generous donors, partners, and fundraisers like you, we don't have to. Please give wherever you see the Miracle Balloon, and thank you for supporting CMN at UC Davis.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
You got to unmute your mic there, kid. Did you?
There I go. I'm
there
trying.
it is.
Okay.
Hey.
It's a new season.
New season.
Things happen in a new season. Mark the Phantom Low here with Stones McCoy. We are your Potters broadcast crew, and we are bringing you another season of Lincoln Potters Baseball. And Stones, we're starting it off with the FanFest, a time-honored tradition. This is our 6th FanFest. This one has an exhibition game, which is promising to be pretty spicy.
Yeah, I mean, I had no idea, and I don't think you did until a couple of days prior to today, but I wasn't sure what we were going to do for an exhibition game.
I didn't know at all.
Yeah, and so, I had been racking my brain trying to think, maybe Chico Heat, had some players. Or it's this year's 2023 Potters.
When we run down the starting lineup for the Legends, it's almost like we have to bow our heads and genuflect in front of some of the names. I'll give them to you right now, Stones. Obviously, one of your friends from the first hit, the Great Will Law.
The Great Will Law, yeah. In fact, if you look behind me, too, in fact, over my shoulder.
Right, there you go, right over your shoulder.
That's the Will Law jersey.
Oh, God, over your shoulder is Jordan.
Jordan
Jorgensen.
This has already gone off the rails, and we just started.
He wanted to be interviewed, and we didn't let him get interviewed, and so obviously he wanted to stand inside the set. There's JP, John Peters, the new manager of the Potters, who we'll talk to tomorrow on our warming up segment. Tomorrow, 6:35, first pitch.
Yes.
The Potters open their season against the Nevada Knicks and Stones. We're very excited about that, but we're excited about just getting this kicked off with the FanFest. As I said, this has been a time-honored tradition. It's our 6th FanFest. It's kind of evolved a bit. There's a great crowd out here.
Oh, yeah.
We've got a band playing from Rockstar Academy. Piper is here, kind of working overtime. I don't think he gets paid for this one. The great Willie Preston behind the microphone. The new class of interns are also here.
New class of interns,
What do you think?
I actually went and introduced myself. First time ever.
Well,
sixth year, I decided, maybe I should try to be friendly with
You're
these guys.
You're a classy guy.
So I introduced myself. In fact, I think this may be the best class that we've ever had as far as interns.
They actually look like they really know what they're doing.
And they want to be here.
And you can tell, as we said,
unlike Jordan
Jorgensen, who was an intern many years ago, if you compare his performance as an intern to what I'm just going to estimate is what they bring to the table, it's not even close.
Not even close. No. As far as the wall that we have of
we do have an intern wall of fame.
Intern wall of fame. Yes. These guys will literally supplant themselves above last year's Jordan and Jordan.
We have it's not really a wall of fame. You're right. It's kind of more of a ranking order on interns throughout time. And Sangria Boy is way up there, and we have a couple of others who are way up there. Jordan was in the top 5, but I really think after this year he'll be out of the top 5 and it may be out of the top 10. But looking at the Legends, Stones, we look at it's been 5 years that we've been doing this, and some of the great names that we have run across, and then all of a sudden they just kind of reemerge. The great Billy Rockefeller is in the lineup. And I remember Billy from a couple years ago, a great center fielder. I think he got injured earlier in the season and didn't finish out the season. But he was one of my favorite guys.
Shoulder injury, I believe.
And the thing about it is, as we've talked about many times, the Potters center fielder, the legacy of the Potters center fielders is amazing, and Billy was one of the first guys who was one of the great Potters center fielders, so it's going to be very good to see him out here today.
Oh, it's going to be, honestly, just some of the guys, I saw Jordan Berry, and I went, I know you.
The great Jordan Berry.
I know you.
Say it the right way.
And he goes, yeah, you know me. I don't know how well you know me now. And I said,
out of Roseville High School,
and I said, I'm going to tell you right now, you're right, I don't know you as well as I thought I did. But you're one heck of a baseball player.
Absolutely.
All right. So, no, guys like that have come back out.
Don't say it. Don't say the name.
You don't
Let
want me to?
say it.
Okay, go ahead.
Matt Lopez.
Matt Lopez
is here. Out of Bear River High School. He came. He played. I think he played at Sierra.
Yes.
And had some incredible summers with the Potters, and parlayed that into a college career, a D1 college career. I think he went to San Luis Obispo first, and I think he finished up somewhere else. But just a tremendous Potter. Played 2 or 3 seasons with us, and held down first base. An incredible hitter, and just a real part of you and I. The 5 years we've been here, Matt Lopez is a big part
100%.
of that 5 years.
100%. Bryce Beauchamp.
Bryce Beauchamp, the catcher.
Come on.
Oh, are you kidding me?
You know what I mean? I'm getting flashbacks of years past, and when, in fact, on the pregame on the Open, we run some of the Potters highlights.
Absolutely, I love that bit.
And these, it's just bringing back some great memories.
Yeah.
We've had so much fun out here. Let's just be honest.
It's been incredible.
This is just, it's a dream come true to be out here doing something that we absolutely love to do, and then to watch these guys grow the way they have.
Yep.
All these guys that we're seeing tonight, they've gone on to do some wonderful things,
Yep.
whether in the game of baseball or outside of the game of
And
baseball.
some of them coaching and some of them doing stuff. And now you mentioned Bryce Beauchamp. And, we've had some real characters behind the plate for the Potters over the years.
Yes, we have.
The great Logan Worm.
We had a dirtbag back there for a minute.
Alonzo Rubalcaba.
Yes.
Of course, the great. Although Daniel Susak really didn't do a lot of catching with the Potters.
He didn't need
He
to.
obviously was a catcher as well. So we've had some great guys. JC Santini.
The great
fantastic.
Santini.
Comes in. I think he had a home run or a grand slam his first appearance
I
here.
believe so, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
I mean, he's a legend right away. So
Made an appearance last year in the West
he
Coast World
actually
Series.
did, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So you can tell that we're very excited about getting the season started, which we'll do tomorrow. But more importantly, we've got fans out here checking out the FanFest. Obviously, it's free. If you're at home watching this and you're local, come on over.
You got to come out here.
And before we go any further, Stones, I want to talk to you a little bit about Stones Radio Networks in the sense you do so much work to bring these games to the people, and you've made it so much easier for them to watch the games. And I want you to just run over that just a little bit if you can.
Absolutely. Well, Stones Radio Network's the home of the Lincoln Potters Baseball Club.
Absolutely.
Also home to American River College Athletics. And we've got a bunch of great shows on our network now as well, including a show that you do with a couple of your buddies, Whitey Gleason and Jerry Reynolds.
Yeah, old-fashioned 3.
Yeah, and what we wanted to do was make this as easy for people to access as humanly possible. So, for instance, for the Lincoln Potters fans out there, you can't miss a game this year.
You can't. It's impossible.
You cannot miss a game, and the reason why is this. We're going to be on the road as well as home games.
That's right.
And if you don't know where to go, all you have to do is go to the Lincoln Potters website, lincolnpotters.com. There is a watch tab. There is a Stones Radio Network's logo tab at the bottom of the page. There's also another tab somewhere on the page that you can go find and it goes straight to Stones Radio Network, so you can watch every game live.
And, I've learned this over the years. If you just subscribe to Stones Radio Network's YouTube, you don't have to go through any of this stuff.
No.
Because we tell you when the game's coming.
Yes.
Hey, we're going live. We're going live right now, or we're going live and the game starts in half an hour, whatever it is. And I do want to say this year, really want to point out that one of the great things that we've done over the 5 years is our pregame show with Ryan Stevens, the Ryan Stevens Show.
Yes.
Now, Ryan Stevens no longer the manager. John Peters is now the manager, stepping up from being Ryan's right-hand man, and we're going to have John Peters. We're not going to have the John Peters Show, but he will be our guest on most of what we're calling the Potters Warm-Up Show.
The Potters Warm-Up, which we're going to do we're going to do every Friday, prior to the game. So at 6:15 to 6:20 every Friday's broadcast, you're going to be able to tune in and you're going to be able to check out the warm-up. In the warm-up, we're going to primarily focus with John Peters, but we'd like to talk to all of the staff.
All the coaches, all the staff.
So we're going to bring them all up here.
Yeah,
and
we're going to do that.
talk to them one at a time and kind of just get a feel for what's going on during the season. What do they do preseason? What are they doing after their year? That type of stuff. We're going to talk Potters baseball.
Yeah, and absolutely. Once we get into the season, we'll be talking to JP about what's going on, how his team is working, all that kind of stuff, and talk, as you mentioned, to the other coaches, Mike Marjama and Brock Raggett and Cesar Tamayo, about what their jobs are with the club and everything like that. And hopefully we'll get Emma up here this year, too.
Well, you know what?
Because she's the best.
I'm telling you right now, Emma is one of those people that doesn't get enough recognition, but she's probably the hardest working person within this organization. She'd make sure that every single person, not only the players on both sides of the field, but the people in the stands, that they're well taken care of.
Absolutely well taken care of. Well, we're going to have a game here in just a couple of minutes between the Legends and your Lincoln Potters, the current Lincoln Potters roster. Of course, if you follow the Lincoln Potters, you know that not all the players are here at the first game of the season.
Yes.
I mean, just one example, Zach Chamiso playing for Sierra College. They're in the state finals. So Zach is a little busy before he returns to play with the Potters over who's played the last 2 seasons. And as you mentioned, guys whose game has grown a lot, Zach is definitely one of those guys.
Absolutely.
But we are going to be doing that as well. So we'll get more players. But we'll talk to you about the guys that we have in here right now, and we'll talk about that with John Peters when we get him on the show tomorrow. A pregame show, like you say, Stones, about 6:15 or
about
so.
6:15,
6:20 every night. Yeah, it's going to be fantastic. So we're going to take a little break. We thank you for joining us. We're going to be back when the game starts, which we're hoping is going to be in about 5 minutes or so. But we'll be back with more Potters pregame and Potters baseball on the Stones Radio Networks.
Loomis Basin Brewing Company, a proud sponsor of your Lincoln Potters. Visit them at 3277 Swetzer Road in Loomis or call 916-259-2739.
Have you ever wondered, what is CMN? I thought so. Let me help. CMN stands for Children's Miracle Network, a non-profit organization that raises money for children's hospitals. Locally, UC Davis Children's Hospital is your CMN hospital, the only one in our area. It is a nationally ranked comprehensive children's hospital that provides the highest quality of care to pediatric patients like me. How is this level of care possible? With help from CMN donations. CMN teamed with corporate partners and community donors to fundraise for things like equipment, research, and patient care. All money raised locally during campaigns like this stays local to support children treated at UC Davis Children's Hospital. Sick and injured kids can't wait to get the care they need. And thanks to generous donors, partners, and fundraisers like you, we don't have to. Please give wherever you see the Miracle Balloon, and thank you for supporting CMN at UC Davis.
Lincoln Potters baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
It begins on the farm, where hard work breeds motivation. Care is taken under watchful eyes. With new growth comes inspiration, where playtime is mandatory. Welcome to Dueling Dogs Brewing Company. Meet the Stevens, a husband and wife who work hand in hand to craft exclusive small batch beer, mead, and cider. Using locally sourced ingredients to ensure freshness in every glass. Where a community of farmers, local artisans, and amazing food make for a truly inspired atmosphere. At the end of the day, we know the value of hard work. The families it unites, it's in the pride we take, the stories we tell, and the best friends who are cherished. Dueling Dogs Brewing Company.
Lincoln Potters baseball.
Welcome back, Olympia's 5th grade orchestra.
Perhaps there's no place like your home because you made it so at R.C. Willey.
Hi, Bill Evans, President of the Placer County Association of Realtors. We're in the store, our conference facilities, an amazing team helps keep together an amazing organization. and we thank them all.
This organization can't do what it does and can't run the way it runs without the help of so many members volunteering their time.
The success of the Placer County Association of Realtors is largely dependent on our active volunteer members to help our organization and industry. The work of our committees greatly impacts our ability to champion efforts across the board and giving back to the Placer County community wherever we can.
Like all service organizations, I wanted to serve. And getting involved with the affiliate committee was the perfect way to do that.
I love being able to serve my community with my business friends and other leaders and give back to those who are in need.
The thing I love about the PCAR committees is they all work toward the same goal of bringing the community together to support those in need in our surrounding area.
I instantly came to the meeting and had a wonderful time, felt like I was a part of something bigger, and it was just the start of my leadership journey.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
And we are back here at McBea Stadium at Lincoln, California. Mark the Phantom Low here with Stones McCoy. We have word that the umpire for our contest is on the freeway right now.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't be Potters baseball if we didn't have umpires driving to the game at game time.
Absolutely. I mean, so the word that came down from the brass was that the original umpire scheduled for tonight,
yes,
unfortunately had to pull out last minute.
Oh, that's not good.
So there was a mad scramble, and yours truly was actually probably going to don the gear.
Yeah, I was worried about that.
And so was I. So we scrambled a little bit longer, and we found a replacement.
Now that
so
you
they're on the way.
You mentioned you donning the gear, and I get nightmares about that because the last time you donned the gear, do you care to take us back about, I would say, 10 months or so, maybe a little more?
Let's go.
And when there was a contest between Matt Lundgren, a general manager, owner of the Potters, and the Medford Rogues general manager, whose name escapes me, but he is a tremendous guy.
Fun guy.
Anyway, there was a competition between the two, and they decided to settle it on the field with a pitching and batting contest.
Yes, they did.
And unfortunately, the arbiter for this contest was not available, so they kind of settled on you.
Yeah.
And you were behind the plate, and you were you did what you're not supposed to do, which is insinuate yourself into the final outcome.
Yes.
I wonder if you could kind of take us back through there from your point of view, exactly in this incredible matchup, which, by the way, the rivalry between the Rogues and the Potters goes back a long way, and it's a tremendous rivalry, and they're a tremendous organization.
Yes, they are.
And it will be, this year, the Potters will be up in Medford, I think the weekend after the 4th of July, and they will resume this contest between Matt and the opposing general manager. But how did year one? You were right there. How did it go?
Well, I thought it was going to be fine. I thought
so too.
I thought it was going to be fine. I thought we were heading in the right direction. Of course, let's reflect. Matt pitched to Medford's GM to start, and that didn't go very well for Mr. Lundgren. He gave up a hit.
Yeah, and so basically what they do is the hitter was up there, and he would, what we did is try to simulate game conditions. So we took a look at the hit he got and said, would that be a hit or would that be an out? And it was clearly a hit. I was for Matt, but it was clearly a hit.
Yeah.
So Matt had a little bit of catching up to do when he came up to the plate, and that's when kind of all went sideways.
Well, it only went sideways for Matt. It didn't go sideways for me or anybody else.
I don't
That's
know.
the thing. I mean, I understand.
That's not the way I hear it. Yeah.
I understand what you're trying to say, but
yes.
I will go back on that and tell you this. That is my general manager. Okay.
Yes, it is. And he is critical to your growth as a Potter legend.
Somebody I look up to.
Yes.
Okay. Want to emulate.
In a sense.
In a sense.
Yeah.
And I couldn't, in all good conscience, just ring him up that quickly. I had to give him an extra pitch.
Now, okay, so what you're referring to is a two-strike pitch that was clearly a strike that became a ball in your mind?
It had to.
Yeah, okay.
It had to.
All right.
Because my GM was up there, and he was down. He was already struck out.
As the umpire watching Matt at the plate, what was your feeling as far as his tendency or ability to connect with the ball in any meaningful manner?
He was going to connect with the ball low and inside, but that was it.
That was his only area?
He was looking low and inside, and the thing was is that everything that was being thrown by Medford's GM was a strike over the outside
The
corner.
guy actually came out here and performed.
He threw like he was supposed to, and so it put me in a very precarious situation.
Because you're an umpire and you're bound by the umpire code, whether
Yes.
you're really an umpire or not. You've got to call the game as you see it.
So I pretended like I had a mistake. I missed call.
Oh, yeah. You had to answer your phone or something
Yes.
so you couldn't see the
Gave
call.
Lundgren, he gave him a second opportunity.
You did, yeah.
I really did.
And then?
he struck out anyway.
Oh, man.
So I had to ring him
Yeah.
up. And
Were there any repercussions
Felt
for
good.
you career-wise?
Felt good. Yeah, but we can't talk about that here.
No.
Because you might not see me next week.
Well, that's the kind of
sure.
thing. That's the kind of thing you're going to see out here at the ballpark. You never know. I mean, we've got a great crowd out here for FanFest. Fantastic crowd out here. They'll see a game between the Potters' current team and the Potters' legends, as we mentioned. Stones, Jordan Berry, Will Law, Billy Rockefeller, Matt Lopez, Brian Morley, Bryce Beecham, Mike Marjama, Cody Lindsay, Matt Ornelas. We've got a tremendous collection of Potters legends out here, and I'm very impressed by the fact that the Potters, a lot of these guys don't live around here or whatever, and they make it a point to come back and visit, and in this case participate in that in this game or a couple of innings. We're getting an exhibition against the current Potter roster, but it's just great to see these guys out here, and it makes you great. It makes you feel great to be a Potters fan.
Absolutely. And then let's talk about some of the guys that we currently have on this roster that are here for today.
That's a tremendous
because
idea.
we got 2023 Potters starting tomorrow.
We do. And by the way, we have, and as you know, Stones, I have long promoted the notion of a Potters Wall of Fame.
Yes.
Of Potters,
You
Potters.
want to be on
and
it.
I, of course I do, but I mean, we talk about a guy like Matt Lopez, guys like Isaiah Garcia, guys from the past like Jake Frederick, guys like that, like a Daniel Susak, and I really think that a guy who's going to be playing for the Potters this year would be a first ballot Hall of Famer or Wall of Famer.
Just say it.
And that's Trey Furry.
Just say it.
That's
Yes,
Trey Furry.
it's Trey.
There is nobody, I'm going to say this, there's nobody who's played with more energy, enthusiasm, and got the fans more involved in the history of the Potters. He may not be better than everybody, but he's equal to anybody that's come out here as far as being a Potter.
His positivity, his energy, his athleticism, his desire to not stop until the play is over. It's those types of things that are there. They resonate amongst the rest of his teammates.
Yeah.
I mean, Trey is one of those guys. And on top of all that, we talk about how great of a baseball player he is. Wonderful dude.
Yeah,
really a wonderful
dude.
guy.
And you talk
I
about
walked by. I got to tell you, I walking out. I was putting on my center field camera today.
You're busy,
and that's something. A little hint. There will be a center field camera this year.
Fantastic job right there.
But I'm walking out
Pull
there.
back the curtain.
And one of the first people from this new 2023 Potters team, Trey. Grab me. Hey,
of course.
Stones.
Of course.
Nice to see you again,
well, you're
buddy.
a very popular guy.
But what I'm saying is you know what? He's just a good guy on the field, off the field. He is a first ballot Hall of Famer as far as I'm concerned.
And the thing that I love about him, one of the things I love about him is, as with Matt Lopez, when he came to the Potters, he wasn't what he is now.
No.
He was a guy in Folsom Lake College who was trying to figure out what he was doing.
Yep.
And he came out here and he had a fantastic summer. Then he came back and had another one. All of a sudden he's at Oklahoma Baptist. He's playing Division I baseball, and he's just making the Potters proud. And that's the great thing. As we talked about Matt Lopez before, Trey does that as well. It's kind of, you get to see these guys, and some of them are finished. Some of them are Daniel Susaks or finished products, but some of them are guys that are kind of finding their way. And summer baseball is critical to them as far as, kind of figuring out. Some of them don't know if they want to be baseball players going forward. They find out when they come and play with the Potters in the summer. Hey, this is something I really want to do. I love being around these guys. I really want to work on my game. And we've seen Trey Furries. We've seen time and time again guys. Ryan Bruno comes to mind from a couple of years ago. Guys who come out here and really found themselves and went back to their college teams and really did great things.
You mentioned Ryan Bruno. I mean, he's a standout star on a Stanford team that they took it all the way to the semis
absolutely.
last year. I mean, we've got teams out there and players. The atmosphere and the coaching staff here in Lincoln really does make it for not only an instructional and a opportunity to help better your game, but really figure out, is this what I want to do?
Absolutely.
This place will make you figure that out in a heartbeat.
Absolutely. So we are really looking forward to this season. We're really looking forward to tonight's game. We are just about ready to go. I think the umpire just came off the freeway, so we're almost ready to go. So we're going to take just a short little break, and when we come back, we will have some Lincoln Potters baseball for you. It'll be the Potters against the Legends. Right after this, you're watching the Stones Radio Networks.
Lincoln Area Archives Museum is the official partner of the Potters' 100th anniversary season. The museum is located just around the corner in Bierman Plaza in the center of the Old Historic District. Plan your visit and learn about early Lincoln history.
The mouth-watering Big Mac with a savory Filet-O-Fish and a tasty McChicken. My goodness, that looks good. Oh, you're making a McDonald's menu hack. Yes, a land, air, and sea. Oh, it's going to tip over. No, it's good. It's good. Very stable. Order the land, air, and sea by name. Build it by hand.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Here's a quick look back at Potter seasons past.
0-1 is a breaking ball hit really well to right field. Cook goes back. Forget about that one. Reese Ragatz comes through. A big 3-run home run. Ragatz doing it for the Potters finally, and the Potters lead this one 15-11. Jumped on the curveball and just rode it. That ball is way out of here. I mean, way out of here. A home run for Trey Furry, number 2. And I think Trey has made a statement, and that statement is, I want to be the post-game guest on the Lincoln Potters broadcast on the Stones Radio Networks. I think I can make that happen. But let's don't jump the gun. As that was, you'd see every once in a while where the fielders don't move. On that one, the left fielder just turned his back on the left side. Hit high in the air to right field. And it is deep, and it is gone. That is a grand slam home run for Justin Olson. That's what I call payback. You strike me out the first time, I granny on you the second time. Potters lead this one 6-2. That's the way to endear yourself to the Potters, ladies and gentlemen. Coming in 2 on Pruitt. Hit high and deep to left field. Forget about that one. Forget about that one. That's Dan Pruitt. That's 24 home runs this season. That's 2 home runs so far in his stint as a Potter. And the Potters lead this one now 9-4. As Pruitt obviously specializing in the no doubt variety. 16-4. Hit well to left field. Go back, look up, forget about it. Troy Shields joins the home run parade, a 2-run shot. And that makes it 18-4 in favor of the Potters. And I think that might be the 10th guy in the Potters that hit a home run, or the 10th home run for the Potters. A 2-run shot by Troy Shields gives him 6 runs batted in on the season. 2 home runs, 12 batted in. That's hit high in the air to left field. Gaspar's going back, still going back. He reaches up, and that one is out of here. A 2-run home run for Brandon Motherall, and this game is tied at 3-3. Home run number 3 for Brandon. RBIs 13 and 14. He got it up in the air. It shows how strong he is to the out.
Coming up, Potters Baseball on Stones Radio Networks. Here's a quick look back at Potter seasons past.
Of his newfangled electronics. 0-2, here's the pitch. Another breaking ball. That's hit well to left field. Going back, forget about it. Nolan McCarthy has cleared the wall, and the Potters lead 3-0. McCarthy's third home run of the season. 16 runs batted in for Nolan now, and he just got a breaking ball that was hung up by Shu, and he did not miss it. The backstop gets him on the field somehow. 2-2 pitches hit a ton to right field. If it stays fair, it's out of here. It is gone. He got all of that one down the right field line. Chase Stanky, home run number 2. Chase got one on the end. It's not official. High in the air, left field, and hit really, really well. Going back, and forget about it. Matthew Lee, home run. Potters lead 4-0. Talk about showcase that. A 2-run blast to left field by Matthew Lee, his first of the summer. And Andrew Stapleton, the right-hander, stretches, looks over at third at Furry, who's just goofing around. Swung on, hit well to left center field. On his horse is Kenny DeSalle, still going after it, and it is out of here. It's a home run for J.T. Walden. Kenny DeSalle kept running after. We're trying to track it, and went out of here in left center field. J.T. Walden, home run number 5, and the Potters now lead. But yeah, Willie Preston, you know Willie over there, the best in the business.
I do know Willie.
That ball's
Hi,
hit
Willie.
deep to right field.
Another one.
Everybody's looking at it because it is gone.
It is out of here.
There you go. You should have called it.
There
Why
you
didn't
go.
I call it?
Well, we had time. That was
Trevor
beautiful.
Tashenko with his second home run of the summer, his second run bat into the day. And I don't know what it is, Miss Christina Warner, but the
They
bats
are
are
on
going
fire
nuts.
right
They
now.
are going nuts. And I don't think it's Spider-Man. I think it's you.
I think it is me.
I think it is you.
Yeah.
Breaking ball is hit high in the air to center
Oh,
field.
he's
and
back,
it's
back,
hit
back,
deep.
back,
DeSalle goes all the
right
way
there.
back, and
It is out of here.
And forget about it. Nolan McCarthy
Gone.
over the top of the batter's eye in center field. That is an impressive home run.
That was a home run.
Called perfectly by Christina Werner of Fox 40.
Out of here. That was a
Coming up, Potters Baseball on Stones Radio Networks. Here's a quick look back at Potters seasons past.
3. Hit high, hit deep, hit out of the park. If it's fair, it is fair. Forget about that one. Justin Olson got a hold of another one, and nobody gets a hold of him like Justin Olson. 2-run home run. Potters lead this one 5-3. Second home run for Justin Olson. 8 runs batted in now. No doubt about well, there was doubt about that one. Would it go foul before it left the Earth's gravity? 1 ball and no strikes. Now, I'm sure the Potters fans will say, well, wait a minute, what about that breaking ball that should have been a strike? That was hit sharply down the third base line. Backhand by Ferry. He has to pick it up and throw it on a hop to first. I think he got him. He did. What a play by Trey Ferry behind third base, almost on the outfield grass. Kind of bobbled it, had to get it back, threw it on a hop across the diamond. Justin Olson scoops it up comfortably over the fence out there. Here's the 3-1 on Olson. Swings it, hits it high and deep to right field. Nobody, that's not 5 feet over. That's not 10 feet. That's way out of here. Justin Olson, number 3, and the Potters have tied it up at 1. You could kind of feel it coming watching Justin take that first pitch or so, and he really got a hold of that one. 3 home runs now and 9 RBIs, and this game is tied 1-1.
And Ryan Sturgeon warming up for the Potters, and there is a shot by Drew Stahl. That is out of here. Drew Stahl with a big shot right over the right field wall. Got out of here in a hurry, but that just put the Potters on top, 9-1. This one is long gone, high into the night, and Justin Olson puts a charge into that one. Home run for Justin Olson, and that makes this game a little closer at 9-4. Colorado's
in the air to left field. Going over is Bowser. Still going. That ball is out of here. Over the fence in left field. A home run for Chase Stanky. Reached down and lifted that one to left field, and the Potters have a 2-1 lead. First home run of the summer for Chip.
Coming up, Potters Baseball on Stones Radio Networks.
Astro Air Design Incorporated, where you feel the difference. We are a locally owned and operated heating, air conditioning, and custom sheet metal company committed to the highest quality of craftsmanship at a competitive price. Our trained and certified technicians have the knowledge and experience required to install, maintain, or repair your home comfort solutions. Our upfront pricing gives you the peace of mind because you know your price is locked in. Call Astro Air Design Incorporated today.
Gooseport Public House. We have sports on 10 big screen TVs, 23 beer taps with classics and crafts, a full bar with creative craft mixed drinks, live music, and most importantly, great fresh food. In downtown Roseville off Vernon Street, only 15 minutes from the ballpark. See ya at Gooseport.
I insist.
It's your turn.
Nope, I think it's your turn.
I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. Go.
I appreciate your...
Being in the market for a new home comes with more than just buying a property. It is finding the right house in the right neighborhood in the right community. Since 2005, Lori, with Frey & Associates Real Estate, has lived and worked as a real estate broker in Lincoln. She is passionate about local organizations and volunteers with them as well.
She's knowledgeable, she knows, she asks a lot of questions, she gets things done.
We still learn a lot from Lori. And she's very helpful, very positive, and has been wonderful, wonderful broker.
We at Frey & Associates are your local hometown realtor, and we are here for you.
Welcome back, Olympia's 5th grade orchestra.
Perhaps there's no place like your home because you made it so at RC Willey.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Old Town Pizza, a proud sponsor of your Potters Baseball, will deliver you a slice that you won't soon forget. Come see why they've been voted the best of the best 12 straight years. Visit otpizza.net to get yours today. But don't take it from me.
I think Old Town Pizza should be expanded through the state or even through the country because it's so delicious.
Placer Valley Tourism. Our mission is to increase the health of the hotel industry through occupancy and average daily rate in Roseville, Rockland, and Lincoln. Proud partner of the Potters in the 2023 West Coast World Series Tournament from August 8th to 11th.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Hi, Bill Evans, President of the Placer County Association of Realtors. We're in the store, our conference facilities, an amazing team help us keep together an amazing organization. And we thank them all.
This organization can't do what it does and can't run the way it runs without the help of so many members volunteering their time.
The success of the Placer County Association of Realtors is largely dependent on our active volunteer members to help our organization and industry. The work of our committees greatly impacts our ability to champion efforts across the board and giving back to the Placer County community wherever we can
Like all service organizations, I wanted to serve. And getting involved with the affiliate committee was the perfect way to do that.
I love
Gaspar's going back, still going back, still going back. He reaches up, and that one is out of here. A 2-run home run for Brandon Motherall. Line drive, center field, hit very well. Barnes goes back, still going back. He's not going to get it. It's down. 1 run scores. Here comes Roselle around third. They're going to send him as well. The throw's coming in. Cut off. It's a 2-run triple for Zach Chamiso. Breaking ball is hit well to left field. It is gone. A home run by Clayton Coates, and he really turned on that one. That ball is way out of here. I mean, way out of here. A home run for Trey Burry, number 2. And I think Trey has made a statement, and that statement is, I want to be the post-game guest on the Lincoln Potters broadcast on the Stones Radio Network. That ball's hit high. It is hit far. It is gone. A 3-run home run by J.T. Walden. High fly ball. That's well hit to left field. Brum goes back, still going back, reaches up. That ball is out of here. Brennan Roselle, the Fighting Zebra alum, pounds one to left field. The Potters lead this one 12-3, and somehow he's got the flag too.
Potters fans, Potter up.
Well, hello and welcome to McBea Stadium in Lincoln, California. We've got Potters baseball. Okay, it's preseason Potters baseball. It's exhibition Potters baseball, but it is Potters baseball. Mark the Phantom Low here with you. The man behind the mic, Stones McCoy to my left, the man doing everything else. And we've got the Potters, this year's Potters, the 2023 Potters, taking on Potters from years past. And as we talked about with Stones McCoy in the pregame show, we've got some Potter legends out here. We added another Potters legend who will lead off this game in just a minute to the mix after we had been talking. So we've got more Potters legends. Brian Garrett is on the mound. Brian out of Sac City. And he will, the right-hander will take the mound to face the lineup of Potters legends. Potters wearing their, I call it Brewers blue, maybe like a Expos blue kind of jerseys out there. And white pants and orange socks. We finally got an umpire out here. He was off Blue Oaks in 65 the last we heard, and that was an hour and a half ago. So maybe he took a wrong turn. Perhaps he's been to Marysville and back. I don't know, but it is great to have him out here, and it is great to have you with us on Stones Radio Network as we bring you another summer of Lincoln Potters Baseball R6, and you are enjoying right now, if you're watching, the new center field camera that Stones McCoy has invested so much money that there is no longer a Mrs. Stones McCoy. She has walked out and said, forget about it, you love that camera more than you love me, and he had to admit that, yeah, that's probably true. But it is a great camera to defend Stones McCoy. So the Potters legends start off right away. The first hitter, number 2, the legend from Lincoln High, the legend from Sierra College, the legend from Cal State Fullerton, Isaiah Garcia in the lineup, leading us off. A late addition to the lineup, and Isaiah is out here leading off against Brian Garrett to start this ball game, and we are underway. The first pitch sails high for a ball. Isaiah Garcia, who prepped at Lincoln High School, won a section title with Isaiah. Then he went on to Sierra College and then to Cal State Fullerton, and has been a Potters legend ever since then. The next pitch is on the outside corner, called it strike one, and we're 2 pitches in with an umpire who just got here and already hit him. Okay. All right, that was a little bit too strong. I just said that to make Stones laugh. But it is a 1-1 count. Isaiah leading off, Justin Watari next, and then Jordan Berry, and he swings and misses at that one. It is a 1-2 count. Brian Garrett, as we said, out of Sac City College, right-hander. Tremendous season for the area community colleges, Sierra and Folsom Lake in the state final. Sac City made it to the playoffs as well. Here's Garrett's 1-2 pitch. That's hit high up in the air and out of play to our right. So it stays at 1-2 strikes. Great crowd out here for FanFest. Everything free. Well, the admission's free. The incredible concessions, Fat Cat and everybody else is on site. Those are not free, but they are very reasonably priced, especially when you consider the quality of the items that you receive. Here's the 1-2 by Garrett. Breaking ball is chopped out towards shortstop, picked up by Cade Sanchez. He throws across the diamond. The first out of the exhibition game is recorded as Isaiah Garcia is thrown out short to first. Cade Sanchez is joined in the infield at third base by the legend Trey Furry. Second base, Drew Andrews, and Levi Sotomayor is over at first base. Chris Cook in right field, Zach Malone in center, and Landon Weiss in left field. Aiden Isola is behind the plate, and Brian Garrett on the mound for the Potters with one out here in the top of the first. I think this is a 7-inning game. I'm not quite sure. First pitch to Justin Watari is outside. Now, Justin, if the name is familiar to you from Potters games, that means you really are a longtime fan. Justin played against the Potters as a member of the hated Chico Heat, and he swings and fouls that one off. And even now, Stones has to boo when he hears the name Chico Heat, as they were an opponent in the, I think it was called the Great Western League back in the day, and they were a playoff opponent of the Potters, and blood was boiling on a game up in Chico, as there were questionable practices employed by the home team to go ahead and take the title. Here's the next pitch. Hit high up in the air to left center field. Malone's on the run, and he is going to make the catch in left center field, medium deep for the second out. So a fly out by Justin Watari. 2 outs here, and here comes Jordan Berry. Actually, I don't think that's Jordan Berry. I know Jordan Berry. That's not Jordan Berry.
What do you mean that's not Jordan Berry? That's Jordan Berry.
I guess it is Jordan Berry. I guess I don't know what I'm talking about. Garrett's pitch is down low for a ball. Stone's giving me the explanation. He shaved, which that works for a lot of things, yeah. I don't recognize you. Oh, I shaved. Okay. Works out. Jordan batting third here in the top of the first. Takes that pitch on the outside corner. Good-looking pitch from Brian Garrett. 1 ball and 1 strike on Berry. If he reaches, then the Potter legend of all legends, Mr. Will Law, is on deck, as we have Legends Corner coming up in the next 3 or 4 hitters. That one is a little bit outside for a ball, and we joke, but we want to thank the umpire for coming out here. We didn't have, the umpire was supposed to be here, didn't show up, and this umpire, who I don't know his name, and I will find out, came out here to help out, and we really appreciate that. That one is in there for a strike, and the umpire makes a terrible call. No, I'm kidding. That was a good call. I just wanted to, it was just trying for the joke, Stones. It was right over the plate. It was just a joke. People can see from your center field cameras that you employed that was a good pitch. 2-2. That one just barely misses the outside corner, much to the dismay of Mr. Brian Garrett in his 3 balls and 2 strikes. And Stones, I noticed an improvement already. Jordan is not running the scoreboard and is very accurate right now. So that is really a plus. It's got the right count. It's got the right outs. It's got everything. 3-2 pitch swung on and missed. He got him. So good inning by Brian Garrett. 1, 2, 3. We go to the bottom of the first. The Legends, nothing. The Potters are coming to bat.
Being in the market for a new home comes with more than just buying a property. It is finding the right house in the right neighborhood in the right community. Since 2005, Lori, with Frey & Associates Real Estate, has lived and worked as a real estate broker in Lincoln. She is passionate about local organizations and volunteers with them as well.
She's knowledgeable. She knows. She asks a lot of questions. She gets things done.
We still learn a lot from Lori, and she's very helpful, very positive, and has been wonderful, wonderful broker.
We at Frey & Associates are your local hometown realtor, and we are here for you.
Welcome back, Olympia's 5th grade orchestra.
Perhaps there's no place like your home because you made it so at RC Willey.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. and join in the fun.
And welcome back to McBean Stadium. That was the R.C. Willey commercial. I was just at R.C. Willey the other day. We got a chair and an ottoman and stuff. Tremendous job over there. Had a great time over at R.C. Willey. Fantastic. Matthew Ornelas is the left-handed pitcher for the Lincoln Potters. Lincoln Potters legends, let's be specific. He's out there taking up his warm-up tosses. He will face a lineup that starts off with Zach Malone in center field, then Trey Furry at third base, and Levi Sotomayor, the first baseman, the first three Potters hitters. As we go to the bottom of the first, Stones asked me who I thought the first home run would be by, Legends or Potters, and I've got to go with the current Potters on that one, Stones. I really think maybe the Legends haven't grooved the swing right away. You know, they'll be facing Brian Garrett, who's throwing pretty good out there for the first three hitters. So if I had to be a betting man, which I'm not because I have no money at all, I would say Potters. But you never know. The wind's blowing kind of in a little bit today, so not a real conducive day for home runs. So here's Zach Malone. He'll start us off, the center fielder. Sac State freshman Zach Malone gives Nux to the catcher. That's Bryce Beecham, which is, you know what, you like to see that in a Legends exhibition game, you know? The Legends kind of going, hey, kid, how you doing? You know, that. Ornelas, the left-handed pitcher against the left-hander Zach Malone. That is outside for a ball. Bryce Beecham behind the plate for the Legends. And I'm just enjoying with my little monitor here watching Stones McCoy's different camera angles. What a season this is going to be. 1-0 pitch. It is in there for a strike, 1-1. Because he's going to be like, you know, Dr. Frankenstein or whatever it is. He's just going to be moving cameras all around and stuff and just doing crazy stuff. Breaking ball fouled off to the left side out of plays. Pretty soon he's Christopher Nolan. He's doing upside-down batters. He's got, time jumps and everything in there. He's got people going backwards and stuff. I look forward to all of it, though. As I look forward to Piper, there's Piper right over there. Tremendous job. 1-2 pitch. Takes it and is outside as the umpire very nicely doesn't want to ring up somebody on the first batter. Because I know it's a strike, but I can't ring him up. Come on. It's his first at bat as a Potter. It's Zach Malone. We got to be good to him. Legends obviously chirping from the dugout, but there are no Legends in the dugout. Breaking ball is fouled out of play, although I think Grant St. Martin's over there, another Potter legend. Grant St. Martin's there? I think he's over there. Yeah, fantastic. I think we might see him on the hill today, amongst others. Next pitch is outside for a ball. So it runs the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Jones McCoy, with all the new doodads on the screen this year, really looks really good. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Ball gets away from Beecham. He legs it out. He's going to gun it down to first base, which he does just in time to get Malone. Matt Lopez covering over there. So a strikeout for Ornelas. Joe, one of our favorites over the years as a Potter out of Folsom Lake College and Oklahoma Baptist College now. A right-handed hitter, has won several season awards. Second, Justin, so I knew I was in trouble. Next pitch, check swing, and it's in there for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike on Trey Furry. Batting with 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning of the exhibition contest between 23 Potters and before 23 Potters. That's in the dirt for a ball. Potters starting their 7th season here in Lincoln. First one, some people say it doesn't count because Stones and I weren't here. Some people say it counts more. And, I can go either way on that one. Levi Sotomayor on deck. Here's the pitch. Hit sharply down to third base, handled over there by Will Law. Across the diamond on a hop, and he is out at first. Will taking the senior discount on that throw across the diamond. I've seen guys skip the throw to first base, but that was a halfway throw. That was beautiful. And he got him, Furry at first. And Furry, when he got there, he turned around and he asked Matt Lopez, said, did I really bounce over here? He got thrown out on a bounce for 2 outs, and here's Levi Sotomayor. Levi also from Sac City College, big left-hand hitting first baseman against Ornelas. Breaking ball is in there for a strike. 0-1. Matt looking very impressive so far for the Legends. Got a couple of Legends slotted to pitch 1 inning apiece. So this may be the only time we see Matthew tonight. Big breaking ball again. That stays high. 1 ball and 1 strike on Levi. A nice solo to follow. Sac City product. That one is a little bit outside. No, it's on the outside corner. 1 and 2. As the umpire's already back in his car, back going down over to Blue Oaks Boulevard. I just forgot I can't help them out today. I've got an appointment at 8. I have to get home. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's in the dirt. Blocked by Bryce Beecham. 2 and 2. Season starts tomorrow, 6:35 first pitch. Potters against the Novato Knicks. We'll bring it to you with the pregame warm-up at about 6:15. That one's outside. Be talking to Coach JP, John Peters, the new manager of your Lincoln Potters. We do have a good lineup of guest announcers this season as well, this summer. We've got already some good confirmations. That is a breaking ball, call strike 3. So 2 strikeouts inning for Matthew Ornelas. We go to the top of the second. Legends nothing, Potters nothing.
Hi, Bill Evans, President of the Placer County Association of Realtors. We're in the store, our conference facilities, an amazing team help us keep together an amazing organization. And we thank them all.
This organization can't do what it does and can't run the way it runs without the help of so many members volunteering their time.
The success of the Placer County Association of Realtors is largely dependent on our active volunteer members to help our organization and industry. The work of our committees greatly impacts our ability to champion efforts across the board and giving back to the Placer County community wherever we can.
Like all service organizations, I wanted to serve. And getting involved with the affiliate committee was the perfect way to do that.
I love being able to serve my community with my business friends and other leaders and give back to those who are in need.
The thing I love about the PCAR committees is they all work toward the same goal of bringing the community together to support those in need in our surrounding area.
I instantly came to the meeting and had a wonderful time, felt like I was a part of something bigger, and it was just the start of my leadership journey.
Loomis Basin Brewing Company, a proud sponsor of your Lincoln Potters. Visit them at 3277 Swetzer Road in Loomis or call 916-259-2739.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Top of the second, Potters 23-0. Potters before 23, also 0. And Brian Garrett out on the mound. He'll face a real murderer's row of Potters legends. Will Law, Billy Rockefeller, and Matt Lopez. And if one of them gets on, Brian Morley. It doesn't get any better than that, especially if the great Jordan Georgeson is standing right next to you, coming up with great ideas. Hey, here's what you guys should do with the broadcast. And they're really not very good. But Jordan, we gave him a little bit of power a couple years ago, and he parlayed that into a journalism job working for the Auburn Journal and Gold Country Media. Now he thinks every idea he has is golden, and believe me, it's not. The first pitch, a fastball, and it's outside to the great Will Law. Out of William Jessup. 1 ball and no strikes. Will, fresh off of throwing a ball from third base halfway to first to get a guy out. There's a pitch, swung and missed, 1-1. A certified Potters legend with a 1 ball and 1 strike count. Garrett's pitch is in there, call strike 2. Check swing by Will Law, and it's over the plate. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Nice crowd out here just checking out the FanFest. That's a fastball inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. See if I can wave. You can see me on the screen there. I think that's me right there. I'm just watching myself on the cameras. I don't care about the game anymore. 2 pitches high and inside, 3-2. I'll get that in, but I also want to see myself on the camera, so don't worry. Stones McCoy with his Stones Radio Networks has gone all fancy and everything, so he says, oh, now he changes the camera angle on me so I can't see myself anymore. It's an exhibition game. It's the FanFest. Enjoy yourself. 3-2 pitch, Sharply hit down the first base line. And the Potters, even though this is the first game of the season, have really kept their tradition of having like 27 guys out of the dugout just sitting there. Even though they aren't carrying 27 guys, they bring people out of the crowd to sit in front of the dugout and possibly be hit by a batted ball. Here's the 3-2 again. Sails outside, ball forward. So we've got a base runner. It's Will Law on a base on balls. And here is the great Billy Rockefeller. Billy playing out in center field for the Potters. Great for Potters of years gone by. One of the great center fielders the Potters have had over the seasons. Wearing number 13. I wonder if you mind giving me that jersey when he's done with it. I mean, why not? I think you probably would. I mean, that'd be a nice little keepsake. Garrett's pitch is on the outside corner. Nice looking fastball by Brian. 0-1 to Billy Rockefeller. He's followed by Matt Lopez, the big first baseman on deck. Good to see the patrons enjoying the vendors out here on FanFest as the beer is flowing very nicely. As high and inside. We've got a little bit of an improvement down there down the right field line. The VIP, we got the kiln, but we also have the bar area down there, and they've taken my advice and turned it, Stones, into kind of a sports bar kind of situation down there. And after this pitch, you can give me your ideas. And the pitch is swung on and missed. And what's your idea?
Well, the idea is I just want to let you know that that's the Brick and Barrel backyard that they have started over there. That is the Brick and Barrel backyard.
Love Brick and Barrel.
Obviously sponsored by our great friends, Brick and Barrel. They got a big old screen TV where you can watch the game. It's on. I can see it from here.
Oh, that's great. That was my idea.
So this is awesome. And, Brick and Barrel is the there are guys this year. They're taking care of us.
Well done. I kind of ran out of steam halfway through, but well done. Brick and Barrel, we do love them. By the way, when you go over to Brick and Barrel on Joyner, try the pizza. They got tremendous pizza over there, Stones. I know you haven't. Well, actually, you have tried it because you tried it when I was over there. Rockefeller strikes out during that commercial for Brick and Barrel, and that brings up Matt Lopez. First baseman out of Bear River High School. A Potter legend to be sure. The right-handed hitter waits for the first pitch and fouls it back to the screen. 0-1. So Brian Garrett moving along pretty well out there. He gave up the walk to Will Law. Got the strikeout of Rockefeller. Jones, what's the name of Javi's place over there?
Mi Ranchito Pueblito.
Oh, they are doing tremendous business. They're delivering up to here. That's fantastic. That's incredible. I got runners working, which is a great idea too. I'm glad I came up with that. 0-1 pitch inside for a ball, 1-1. People, they're watching the game. They can't always be moving. You get some young kids up here, they like running up and down the stairs. Hey, take it up to them. It's a great idea. Just have a barcode. No, I'm not going to get too into that because I don't understand it. That's chopped down the third base line. It's going to be a foul ball. Trey Furry knew he wasn't going to have a chance over there. As Will Law goes down to second base to chat with Drew Andrews down there. Just kind of takes a while to get back to first base, so we'll have to hold the game up for a while. As it was fouled down to third by Lopez, making the count 1-2 strikes on that. Powerful first baseman from Potter's seasons gone by. Big hit after big hit in his tenure with the team. 1-2 coming up by Garrett. Breaking ball's hit high up in the air to left field. Weiss is out there. Landon moves in a couple of steps and makes the catch. One thing that hasn't changed is the sun field is left field, and it's tough to work on if you've never done it before, but Landon Weiss handled it perfectly for the second out of Matt Lopez, and here's Brian Morley. Brian, from the early days of the Potters, was a tremendous right fielder, playing in left field today, and he's up here with 2 outs and Law over at first base. I think I am confident that with Will over at first base, he'll score on a home run. I can say that with pretty much absolute certainty. Other than that, I'm not willing to wager anything. So, Morley, so Stones, you're on, okay? That's inside again. 2-0. Stones says he'll make it to second on a base hit, and I am going to take that at even money. No, I think that's like plus 140. You got to bet 140 to get 100 on that one, Stones. Because, if he doesn't make the second, it isn't a hit. So, I'm going to give you a little bit of the benefit of the doubt on that one. 2-0 pitch coming up. Swing and a miss on a fastball. Garrett throws it by him. 2 balls and 1 strike. Aiden Isola behind the plate for the Potters. As again, I look at Stones' cameras, and they're so clear and crisp. I'm just mesmerized by him. And then he turns the dark on, so I can't see anything. That's well done, Stones. 2-1. There goes the runner. Will Law's taken off. The pitch is outside. He steals second base. And ladies and gentlemen, I did not see that coming. Will Law just stole second base at FanFest, and I think he should be awarded second base. He should be able to keep it, as that was a tremendous play by Will Law. Pitch was outside, and now Will's feeling it too, because he's got the big lead at second. He's going to take off for third. I just know he is. Swing and a miss on an inside fastball and brings the count 3 balls and 2 strikes on Brian Morley. That increases Stones' his chances of scoring on a triple. I really do think so. Because, I mean, that guy was a savvy base running move right there. He got a good jump, took off, slid into second base. No throw even tried. Here's the 3-2. Fastball, call, strike 3. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Brian Garrett. We go to the bottom of the second. It's the Legends nothing and the Potters nothing.
Air Design Incorporated, where you feel the difference. We are a locally owned and operated heating, air conditioning, and custom sheet metal company committed to the highest quality of craftsmanship at a competitive price. Our trained and certified technicians have the knowledge and experience required to install, maintain, or repair your home comfort solutions. Our upfront pricing gives you the peace of mind because you know your price is locked in. Call Astro Air Design Incorporated today.
Cody Lindsay on the mound for the Potters. He will take over from Matthew Ornelas, who was excellent in his inning of work, striking out 2. Cody will face Aiden Isola, Cade Sanchez, and Landon Weiss, the first 3 hitters for the 2023 Potters. Lindsay, a historic story, actually. Cody was the scorekeeper for the team when they needed a pitcher, and they brought him in to pitch, and he actually did quite well. And when I told Stones that story from years gone by, he said, no, it never happened. And usually when he says that, it means it never happened and I dreamed it. But I went back through the scorebooks from the past, and I found it back in 2018, Stones. And there's Cody Lindsay, 4+ innings of work, 4 runs allowed. So he is back to show Stones it was not a fluke. Here's Aiden Isola, catcher out of Sac City College. First pitch is an off-speed pitch down low for a ball. Isola leads it off, and then Sanchez and Weiss. Takes a fastball inside corner for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. And Isola with Lincoln Roots, his brother Alex, playing Little League right over there, about 100 yards to our left. There's a line drive. That's a base hit in left field, and we have a base hit in the exhibition game, and it's Aiden Isola with the Lincoln Roots, who pulls out a line drive base hit to left field. First assistant Texas A&M at Corpus Christi. Sophomore at Texas A&M steps in, 5'9", 190 pounds. It's outside and low from Cody Lindsay. 1 ball and no out here, setting up and playing concerts before the game. That's fouled back to the screen. The walk-up songs live. Live walk-up songs. It's a tremendous idea. I have to give Jordan credit. He didn't know he came up with a good idea until I told him, but he came up with it. And then I'm going to try to follow him through on it. That's high for a ball 2-1. But, I mean, that's a tremendous idea. Well, you want to turn on your mic so I can hear you?
Yeah, I can always do that.
Well, it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Let's hold off for about 11 seconds. The pitch is lined into left center field. That's a base hit. It's down in front of us. Rounding second is Isola. He is retreating back to the bag as Brian Morley picks it up in left field. 2 singles in a row for the Potters. They have 2 on with nobody out, and here's Landon Weiss.
We're gonna have this game go for 5 or 6 innings, we just found out. So we're gonna try to actually have a little game here tonight, not just a 3-inning exhibition.
Okay.
So I just wanted to let you know.
Fair enough. I like it.
Mayor Ray Garcia in the house.
Whoa. Oh, if Ray Garcia. Oh my gosh.
Exactly.
Exactly. Oh my gosh.
Be careful.
Oh man. Pop up. Landon Rice pops it up over by third base. Coming in is Law. He makes a sliding try, and it's off of his glove. You might want to try helping. Yeah, they're going to have to get a couple people to help him up. As he made the slide over there by the on-deck circle. Did not make the play, so Landon is still alive. Chris Cook will follow Landon Weiss. As a legendary mayor of Lincoln, Ray Garcia was in here, and I was all flustered, and I started watching the game. Stones tells me it's 7 innings, and then here's Ray, and then here's a pop-up, and all kinds of things happening. We're not giving an error to Will Law. That is outside for a ball. Because I want Will, if Will's kids, grandkids ever listen to this game, I don't want, first of all, he bounced to throw to first, then he steals second base. So he kind of balanced the, the scales are nice, and then you're going to give him an error? I'm not giving him an error. Next pitch is on that. I thought it was on the outside corner. Let's look at the replay, and yes, it was on the outside corner, but it's called the ball. That one is inside for a ball. I've got 3-1 on the scoreboard, so we'll go with that. Isola started us off with a single, then Cade Sanchez with a single. 2 on and nobody out, in Landon Weiss at the plate. There's the pitch, and that is in there for a strike. So we did get to 3-2 eventually on Landon. Chris Cook to follow, then Dom Argrella and Drew Andrews rounds out the Potters' 9. 3-2 pitches inside. That's ball 4. That loads the bases for Chris Cook. Chris Cook, I noticed if you're watching the great highlights that Stones has cut and put together, Chris Cook was the right fielder, I think, for the Gold Sox, as Brandon Motherall hit a mammoth home run over his head. I think it was Brandon. But Chris Cook was the right fielder in that situation, so he's already made an appearance in Potter's highlight films. Right-handed hitter. Takes the first one on the inside corner for a strike. I like this umpire. He says, look, this is an exhibition game. I'm going to widen the plate. I think that was a strike. It was not a bad call at all, but I'm just saying. He looks like he's very happy calling strikes, and I love that. 0-1 pitch, and that is making him happy again. 0-2 on Chris Cook. Dom Argrella is on deck. He is the DH for today's game for the 2023 Lincoln Potters. 0-2. Cook swings and chops it out towards shortstop. They're going to go to second to try to get one, and he is safe at second base, and a run scores. So tremendous run by Landon Weiss. It's a big hopper out to Justin Watari out there. He chose to go to second base. It's a fielder's choice and an RBI for Cook, and Isola crosses the plate. Still bases loaded, 1 run in, and Dom Argrella is going to be the hitter. And we're going to have a meeting at the mound, which is amazing because I didn't know they had a coach. So that kind of makes it interesting. Is some guy just goes, I'm the coach, and he went out to have a meeting at the mound.
Well,
Stones, what can you explain? And he's not wearing a hat.
Okay, well, first of all, that's number 1. And who's number 1 in the
That
Potters
is the
lore?
famous Hall of Famer, Eli Garcia.
So our guy Eli went out there, and he had to have a little talk and just make sure that everybody, Lindsay's on, he's comfortable and confident that he's going to be able to get this guy.
Well, here's the thing, too, Stones, and as well as I do, it's not that Eli doesn't have a hat. It's that he chose not to wear one.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to get that hair. I mean,
Can't mess the hair up.
I remember my father-in-law calling him Hollywood as a little leaguer. So I think the die was cast even then. So we're ready to go. The pitch is outside to Agrella for a ball, 1-0. Down followed by Drew Andrews, the second baseman. Bases loaded, just nobody out here in the inning. Isola crosses the plate with the first run of the game. That pitch is a fastball, and it's on the outside corner. 1-1 to Dom Agrella. Sanchez at third, Weiss at second, and Chris Cook over at first base. That one is hit him. Sailed inside and hit the batter, so it's an RBI hit by pitch for Dom. He goes down to first base. Cade Sanchez is going to score. Weiss moves over to third, and Cook to second, and that brings up Drew Andrews, the second baseman. Drew out of also, I believe, out of Sac City. And now we're going to have a pitching change. We have a pitching change, and I think is that Nolan?
This is
Stones?
Nolan Murphy.
Nolan Murphy, the assistant to the general manager, the assistant general manager. Well, it sounds, I mean, I'm not saying this is a bad idea for Eli Garcia, the manager, obviously, but I mean, you get players who go into coaching, you don't usually pull like the assistant general manager or something out of the stands and give him a glove,
Okay, but here's the thing is that Mr. Nolan Murphy has been telling me for the last 3 years that he has no problems taking the bump. Any point in time.
Taking the bump is fine. That's
Taking
not
it
the point.
any time and just showing people who he really truly is on the mound, all right? And he's told me this many, many times.
Well, his beard seems to have gotten bigger since last year. I know that.
Of course it's gotten
So I don't know if that helps. And he took like 4 warm-up tosses, and he's like a softball pitcher. I'm ready.
Well,
I don't care.
Let's just say it. Hey, congratulations to Mr. and Mrs. Nolan Murphy. Okay.
What?
Yeah. Nolan Murphy, the married man now. He's got all this fun stuff going on in his life, and he's taking the mound as a legend.
Okay, well, you're just throwing stuff at me. I have no idea, so let's just go to the field of play. His first pitch almost hits poor Drew Andrews in the head. How do you explain that, Mr. and Mrs. Nolan Murphy? 1 ball and no strikes. And Drew's over here going, I got the assistant GM thrown at me. I guess my time at the Potters isn't going to be long. That one is swung on and missed. As Drew says, wait a minute, this is one of the bosses? If I strike out right now, this may be good for my career. 1 ball, 1 strike, bases loaded, nobody out, 2 runs in. That one is inside. I think that hit Drew Andrews and right on the wrist, and he is going to go down to first base as he picks up a painful run batted in as well. And no, you cannot boo Nolan Murphy unless he doesn't get this guy out. Then you can. Because remember, I don't know that Eli brought him in. I think Nolan did that thing where he checked himself in the game, kind of like LeBron. Here's Zach Malone, struck out his first time up. That was against Matthew Ornelas. And now he's up against the third pitcher, Nolan Murphy. Nobody out here, second inning, and that first one is outside for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes on Zach. Trey Furry to follow. That one is a line drive into left field. That's a base hit. Here comes 1 run. Here comes the second one. The throw's going to come into third base. It's a 2-run single for Zach Malone and 5-0 for the 2023 Lincoln Potters. Zach gets his first 2 runs batted in. I don't think officially they probably, we're not going to count, but still feels good as Andrews moves down to second. Cook and Agrella score. Here's Trey Furry, who grounded out to third his first time. Right-hand hitting third baseman out of Folsom Lake College and Oklahoma Baptist. Murray's pitch is outside, on the outside corner, as I was saying, for a strike. Rolled away from Bryce Beecham, and he went and retrieved it. So, as the scoreboard says, 0-3. That's a line drive into left field. That's a base hit. Here comes Andrews around third. He's going to try to score. A big throw from left field is going to be just a little bit too late as Andrews scores on the single by Trey Furry. Good throw by Brian Morley. Just a little bit too late to get Andrews. Speedy Drew around third and scoring. And here's Levi Sotomayor. So the Potters breaking it open here in the bottom of the second in the 2023 FanFest. They lead at 6-0. Pitch is outside from Nolan Murphy. One ball and no strikes on Levi. High fly ball center field. Rockefeller moves over a little bit into left center. He's got it. The runners are going to tag. The throw comes into third. A beautiful throw by Rockefeller and gets him at third base. So Malone tries to tag, and that's why Billy Rockefeller, one of those great center fielders in Potter's years gone by, makes the catch, makes the throw, and it's a double play. Furry did move down to second base. But a beautiful throw by Billy Rockefeller in center. Brings up Aiden Isola. He started the inning with a line drive base hit, so Aiden is 1 for 1 in this one. First pitch is right down the middle from Nolan Murphy, 0-1 on Aiden Isola. Catcher out of Sac City College and Granite Bay High School. 0-1 from Nolan. Inside for a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 outs. 6 runs in for the current Potters. And Trey Furry out at second base. There he goes to third as the pitch is down low. Trey Furry with that Trey Furry way of running. Where he gets the great jump, goes down to third base and hangs out with Will Law for a while. I think he just wanted to talk to Will. He doesn't really want to be at third base. Just wants to check in with Will. The Potter legend. Here's the pitch. Grounded sharply out towards shortstop. Nice backhand throw across the diamond. It's going to pull the first baseman off. Throw by Watari. And it's going to be an infield single for Aiden Isola. Or excuse me, for Aiden Isola. And he gets himself an RBI as Furry comes across the plate for the 7th run of the inning. And that's the end of the inning, as 10 batters is the rule. 7 runs in, we go to the third inning, 7-0, current Potters.
Gooseport Public House. We have sports on 10 big screen TVs, 23 beer taps with classics and crafts, a full bar with creative craft mixed drinks, live music, and most importantly, great fresh food. In downtown Roseville off Vernon Street, only 15 minutes from the ballpark. See ya at Gooseport. Lincoln Area Archives Museum is the official partner of the Potters 100th anniversary season. The museum is located just around the corner in Bierman Plaza in the center of the old historic district. Plan your visit and learn about early Lincoln history.
We are moving on to the third inning. We think Gabe Maya is on the mound for the Potters, number 18, the left-hander. Let's see, yes, left-hander out of El Dorado Hills. And he will take the mound in the third inning against Bryce Beecham, then Jake Marshama, and the top of the order, Justin Watari. Isaiah Garcia. Had that late change, kind of messed up the scorebook. But we are ready to go in the top of the third inning. And here is Bryce Beecham. Potters catching legends up here against Maya. First pitch is popped up right side and out of play. 0-1 on Bryce. hitting in the number 8 spot today. For the Potters Legends, they trail at 7-0. Got to get something going on the offensive end here. Next pitch is swung on and missed. The fastball from Maya. Gabe at 6'2" and 170 pounds. We said out of El Dorado Hills, undecided on that college choice, as so many of them are, that they come and play a summer of Potters baseball. Here's the pitch. Sails outside. It's 2-1. On Bryce. Make that 1-2 as next in there, call strike 3. Maya pours it in there, gets the strikeout. 1 out here in the third, and that'll bring up the number 9 hitter, Jake Marsham, the right fielder. Right-handed hitter up here against the left-hander, Gabe Maya. Season starts tomorrow, 6:35 first pitch. Novato Knicks are the opponent for your Potters. Come on out and enjoy the fun, as the commercial says. That's in there for a strike. 6:15 or so, we'll have the Potters warm-up show. Here's the 0-1. That's high and outside for a ball, 1 ball and 1 strike. He's starting his first season as the headman after 5 seasons as the assistant to the headman. Excited for JP to start his era of Potters baseball. That swung on and missed. 1-2 from Gabe Maya. Isaiah Garcia slated next, the leadoff hitter for the Legends today. 1-2 pitch coming from Gabe. Just a little bit low and outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Jake. Trey Ferry at third, Cade Sanchez at short, Drew Andrews at second, Levi Sotomayor over at first for the Potters. Aiden Isola behind the plate. Swing and a miss, got him on strikes. 2 outs here, 2 strikeouts for Gabe Maya. And that'll bring up Isaiah Garcia. Isaiah led off the game with a ground ball to shortstop back in the top of the first inning, which is how you lead off games. Out of Lincoln High School, Sierra College, and Cal State Fullerton, Isaiah Garcia. I think he was the leading hitter in the Great West League the first year of the Potters. Swings and misses at that one. The year before Stones and I arrived on the scene, I think Isaiah led the league in hitting in that first year. 0-1. Justin Watari to follow if Isaiah gets something started here for the Legends in the top of the third. That's high and outside, so evens the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. Chris Cook's out in right field, Zach Malone in center, Landon Weiss in left field for the Potters of the 2023 vintage. Got the opening 3-game series against the Novato Knicks, Friday and Saturday at 6:35, swing and a miss. And then Sunday is an afternoon game. Actually, Saturday may be 6:05 because it may be a fireworks night. Because I think we want to just start you off with the fireworks. Stones has this thing on his phone. He can look up every day of the year and see what the Potters are doing. 6:05 Saturday because it is a fireworks night. Here's the pitch outside for a ball, 2-2. Fireworks nights are a blast. Just really great. They do a fantastic job of setting it up, and they don't stop selling beer after the 7th inning on fireworks nights. So there's all kinds of good stuff happening on fireworks nights, and they're always very well attended. Get your tickets now for the Potter season. It's a quick one. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Good inning for Gabe Maya. 3 straight strikeouts. We go to the bottom of the third. Current Potter 7. Past Potter 0.
It's all you.
No, I insist.
It's your turn.
Nope, I think it's your turn.
I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. Go.
I appreciate your appreciation. It fills me.
Safe drivers save money with Farmers.
Just for driving safely?
It's a Farmers policy perk. Get Farmers and you can get a safe driver discount simply for having a clean driving record for 3 years.
Come on. After you.
After you.
Safety first.
Get a whole lot of something with Farmers policy perks.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Loomis Basin Brewing Company, a proud sponsor of your Lincoln Potters. Visit them at 3277 Swetzer Road in Loomis or call 916-259-2739.
Being in the market for a new home comes with more than just buying a property. It is finding the right house in the right neighborhood in the right community. Since 2005, Lori, with Frey & Associates Real Estate, has lived and worked as a real estate broker in Lincoln. She is passionate about local organizations and volunteers with them as well.
She's knowledgeable, she knows, she asks a lot of questions, she gets things done.
We still learn a lot from Lori, and she's very helpful, very positive, and has been wonderful, wonderful broker.
We at Frey & Associates are your local hometown realtor, and we are here for you.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Joining the fun in the FanFest out here, Mark the Phantom Low with Stones McCoy. Willie Preston, the best PA man in the business. He's doing his job to my right. Jake Margera, the new pitcher for the Potter Legends. And coming out of the dugout, a legend himself, Mike Margera, the assistant coach of the Lincoln Potters and former Major League catcher. He's going to get behind the plate for Brother Jake and make it a little bit easier for him here in the third inning. Cade Sanchez, Landon Weiss, and Chris Cook, the first three scheduled hitters for the current Potters, as Jake is finishing up his warm-up tosses. So 6:35 tomorrow for the first game of the season, then 6:05 on Saturday, and I believe Sunday's an afternoon game. That'll make that a 1:05 start. But check out LincolnPotters.com if you want to check out the schedule. You know, you can make it so that you can see everything. I mean, they have this weird thing it's called a computer or something. You just click on something, and it shows you the whole schedule. It's amazing. I mean, what they come up with these days. Amazing. Here's Cade Sanchez, a single his first time up, scored a run in a 7-run second inning. Margera's first pitch is a little bit high for a ball. 1-0 on Cade. Out of Houston, Texas, and Texas A&M Corpus Christi, playing at shortstop for the Potters tonight. His next pitch is hit right back up the middle. Nice play at shortstop by Watari. He throws to first and he did get him. So he is out at first base. And we have to remember the umpire is doing this out of his goodwill. As Watari with a tremendous dive to his left side, and he is on the Chico Heat, so it's tough for me to say that, but what a play by Justin. Got up and threw it across the diamond to Matt Lopez at first and got Sanchez by a negative step is about the best way I can put that. Here's Landon Weiss. Took a base on balls his first time. Margin of his pitch got a little bit of heat on it, but it's a little high for a ball. 1-0. Weiss takes a check swing, and he did not go, so Landon, 2 balls and no strikes to Landon Weiss. Left fielder today for the Potters. Here's the 2-0. That one is a strike. Goes right through the glove of brother Mike, who didn't do his pitcher brother any favors by not catching the ball. I'm just saying. Okay? But the umpire was right on top of it. Called strike 1, excuse me. 2 balls, 1 strike. That's it high up in the air toward right field. Somebody we think is Cody Lindsay is out there, reaches up and makes the catch for the out. 2 away, and Cody, even if it's not him, is going to get himself a putout. So well done, Cody. As Marshall started out in right field today, and he is on the mound. So we made the switch and put Cody out in right field. 2 outs, and here's Chris Cook. Hit into a fielder's choice, picked up an RBI back in the second inning on a ground ball to shortstop. Utari chose to go for the force at second base and didn't get it, and a run scored as it was a bases-loaded situation. Here's the pitch. Sails high and outside to Chris Cook. Don Magrella, the DH today, on deck for the current Potters. That one is fouled over to the left off the screen, so a fastball in the hands of Chris Cook. 1 ball and 1 strike. Nice night for baseball. A little bit cool out here. We see some out on the grassy knoll. The kids are playing ball out there, so well done. Baseball all over the place here. 1-1 pitch. Check swing a little bit high. 2-1. Jordan Georgeson is leaving, so now we can all enjoy ourselves. I mean, that's sorry to see him go. He does a great job covering high school sports for the Placer County area. That's outside 3-1. And 2 years ago, he was just an intern that Stone's only made fun of all the time. which we still do, but now he's made something of himself. And I think it's because of us. I think we toughened him up, Stones. Well done by you. 3-1. I don't know why it didn't work on our kids because it sure worked on Jordan. That sails high and outside, so Cook gets the base on balls. He's down to first with 2 outs here in the third, and Don Magrella coming to the plate. Right-handed hitter. The DH today for your Lincoln Potters. A little bit of a breeze blowing out toward left center field. Here's the pitch. And it is inside. Marchima throws down to first base. Getting back is Chris Cook. I believe that pitch was called a ball, so that'll make the count 1 ball and no strikes. So far, Matthew Anellis, Cody Lindsay, and Nolan Murphy on the mound. Now Marchima. That's on the inside corner. Nice looking fastball. 1-1 on Dom. Drew Andrews, the number 9 hitter. If Agrella can keep it going for the Potters here in the third. Marchima checks the runner. The 1-1 pitch swung on and missed. 1-2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And again, I'm transfixed by the pictures that Stones' cameras are sending us. That's me leaning up at top. You can see me leaning forward. And that's Stones putting his hand in front of me because he always has to be the center of attention. Oh, my gosh. That one hits him. And running to first base very quickly is Don Magrella. So if I'm Eli Garcia, pitching coach for the Legends, I'm going, guys, we got to stop hitting people with the ball. That's just, I don't know, maybe you don't do that. Maybe that's not the way coaches work. I don't know. Here's Drew Andrews, who was hit by a pitch his first time. Actually, Agrella now has been hit by a pitch twice. So maybe he's going to reconsider the idea of being on the Potters this summer. I don't know. So runners at first and second, 2 outs. And here's Andrews. Rounded sharply out towards second base. Bobbled, picked up, throw to first, and he is safe at first base. So Barry bobbles it, picks it up, throws to first, and pulled Lopez off. So Andrews is going to reach on the air. Bases are now loaded with 2 outs, and here is Zach Malone, who was struck out and lined a 2-run single. So Zach is 1 for 2. Zach out of Roseville, California, headed toward Sac State, where I graduated from about 4 years ago. That is a little bit high. Let's just say the campus looked a little different when I was there, okay? Like there was no buildings or cars. But other than that, it's the same. 1-0 pitch is popped out on the left field line going after it, and it is a foul ball. Law going after it, so was Brian Morley, but fortunately for the Legends, that ball drops foul, and we'll have to do it all again. Cook back to third, Agrella back to second, and Andrews back to first, and Malone back to the plate. Zach playing center field for the Potters here in his debut today. One pitch. Did it catch the outside corner? No, it did not. 2 balls and 1 strike. Trey Furry to follow if Zach Malone keeps it going for the 2023 edition of your Lincoln Potters. 2-1 pitch. That's high and outside. 3-1. Left-hand hitting Malone against the right-hander Jake Marchima. 3-1 offering. Check swing, and it's too high, ball 4. So an RBI for Malone, his third of the day, this time on a base on balls, as Cook will come across the plate, moving up Agrella and Andrews, and with the bases still loaded, here's Trey Furry, who is grounded to third and singled in a run back in the second. Out of Folsom Lake College. Congratulations to Folsom Lake College making it to the Final Four of the State Community College baseball playoffs. Fastball right down the middle. They're joined there by Sierra College, and both teams will be contributing members to the Potters during the course of this summer. We look forward to them coming back, but not too soon. Get yourself a title first and then come back. That is high for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike on Trey Furry. Levi Sotomayor on deck. That's it high up in the air, right center field. Rockefeller on the move, still on the move, looking up, and it's down over his head in right center field. So it's a bases clearing 2-run double for Trey Furry as Billy Rockefeller closed a lot of ground, could not make the play out in right field. So Furry gets himself 3 more runs batted in and clears the bases with Malone, the third runner, coming around to score. So Trey got a real hold of that one, hit it to right center field. Rockefeller almost makes the play in right center field. Could not do so. Coming over from right was Lindsey. So Trey puts it in the perfect spot, and it's 3 more runs for the current Potters. First pitch is down low to Levi Sotomayor, who has struck out and flied to center field. So he is 0 for 2, the first baseman out of Sac City College. That's it right back up the middle. Watari almost makes the play, but it's into center field. Rounding third is Furry. Here comes the throw from Rockefeller. It's a little bit offline. Furry is tagged out at the plate. Rockefeller does it again. A beautiful tag by Mike Margema behind the plate for the third out. We're going to the 4th inning. Potters, the current Potters, way up on the former Potters.
The mouth-watering Big Mac with a savory Filet-O-Fish and a tasty McChicken. My goodness, that looks good. Oh, you're making a McDonald's menu hack. Yes, a land, air, and sea. Oh, it's going to tip over. No, it's good. It's good. Very stable. Order the land, air, and sea by name. Build it by hand.
Placer Valley Tourism. Our mission is to increase the health of the hotel industry through occupancy and average daily rate in Roseville, Rockland, and Lincoln. Proud partner of the Potters in the 2023 West Coast World Series Tournament from August 8th to 11th.
We move on to the top of the 4th inning. Gabe Maya out for his 2nd inning of work for the current Lincoln Potters. He'll face Justin Watari, Jordan Berry, and Will Law here as the Legends still looking for their first hit off Potters pitching. Brian Garrett went the first 2 innings and Maya the 3rd, in which he struck out all 3 batters he faced. So here's Justin Watari, the shortstop. He's followed by Jordan Berry and then Will Law. Watari wearing number 4 in Legends jerseys for your Lincoln Potters. First pitch is right down the middle for a strike. 0-1 on Justin. Gabe Maya, 6'2", 170 pounds. Out of El Dorado Hills, his next pitch is in there again, except for it's called a ball, so it's 1-1. We can have a difference of opinion, the umpire and myself, Stones. Come on. It's not that uncommon. Thank you. I appreciate that. I know your cameras show where the ball was and everything, so. That one is inside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Top of the 4th inning, FanFest 23. Welcoming Lincoln Potter fans to what promises to be another tremendous season of baseball. 2 balls and 1 strike. Justin hits a line drive out into center field, coming in, and it's going to drop, I think, out in center field for a base hit. Coming in was Zach Malone, but not in time. Drew Andrews did a great job going out from second base, as that was kind of a topspin line drive by Watari, but he's got himself a hit, the first of the game for the Legends, and that will bring up Jordan Berry. So Berry is up here with the runner at first base. So Maya checks over at first base. That one's hit out towards second base. Not too hard. Picked up. No, dropped out there and flipped over to second, and he is safe at second base. The error is going to go to Drew Andrews, and the Legends have something going on a hit and an error here in the fourth inning. Probably not hit hard enough to go for two or to get two, but Andrews trying to do it a little too quickly, and they've got two runners on for the legendary Will Law. Will already with a stolen base in this game, which so far is, well, it's not the highlight because the highlight is Billy Rockefeller throwing out two runners on the bases. But it is one of the highlights offensively for the Legends. Will takes that one down in the dirt for a ball. Nice block behind the plate by Aiden Isola. And I think Will just turned to him and said, nice block, Aiden Isola, which was a classy thing for Will to do. 1 ball, no strikes. Nobody out here. That's fouled at the plate. Now back to the back stump. 1 ball and 1 strike. Piper the Peacock looking in midseason form already today. Very imposing figure for a Peacock. I wish I could talk to him about my connectivity issues, but I think that'll probably have to wait for another time. 1 ball, 1 strike as Willie Preston is openly mocking Will Law at the plate, and you're not supposed to do that as a PA announcer. But I guess you can because he did it. 1-1 pitch is in there, call strike 2. I wonder if Willie's going to say something about that now. I'll look over there. No, he's not going to. He made him the dueling dogs batter? That was mean-spirited. Why did he do that? He said, so if he strikes out, it's half price on dueling dogs for the rest of the inning. That's not right. The lawman takes outside 2-2. Hey, what kind of disrespect is that to a guy? Now he's barking at poor Will Law, a Potter's legend. He does not deserve this. I hope he doesn't strike out now. Stone's very comfortable doing the barking noises. I don't like that. 2-2 coming up to Will. Breaking ball inside for a ball. 3-2. The umpire's like, if I can't have one, nobody can. So he called it a ball, and I respect that. Billy Rockefeller on deck. 3 balls and 2 strikes, nobody out here in the fourth. There goes Watari. The pitch is high, ball 4. Will Law looks up at Willie and sneers at him for making him the dueling dogs batter. We've got the bases loaded, a hit, an error, and a base on balls, and they're loaded for Billy Rockefeller. Billy struck out his first time up. He's up here now with the bases loaded. Rockefeller with already 2 outfield assists in this game, throwing out 1 runner at third and 1 at home. Look out, that's inside for a ball. They're making, that's just mean-spirited. So every batter is the dueling dogs batter, which is good for the fans because if they strike out, it's half price on dueling dogs for the rest of the inning. But it's mean-spirited by the Potters administration. That one is in there for a strike. I'm pretty sure this was my idea from years gone by when they make every batter the dueling dogs batter. But I object to it strenuously on moral grounds. These are Potters legends. That is down low for a ball, 2-1. The umpire agrees with me because he has not had a called strike since he started this foolishness. Stones and Willie Preston, 2 Potters legends on their own, dissing on other Potters legends. I don't like it. 2-1 pitch coming to Billy. That's high and inside, ball 3. I feel bad for Matt Lopez, who's on deck, because he's going to be, Matt Lopez is the greatest Potter's ever been, and he's going to be the dueling dogs batter. And there goes the barks. Oh, my gosh. Those sound like little dogs. Will he get better barks? 3-1 pitch is hit high up in the air to center field. Malone's going back. He's still going back. And did he make the catch? No, he did not. It dropped in left center field. Rockefeller stops at second. 2-run score, and the Legends are on the board. And it's now 11-2 as Billy Rockefeller says, take that, Willie Preston. Take that, Stones McCoy. I'm going to get a 2-run double and make it 11-2. And here's Matt Lopez. And those dogs, the dogs are looking like Lola does when in trouble, giving you the side eye, kind of like looking, I know I did something wrong. You didn't notice it, did you? Because I did do something wrong. Meeting at the mound by the Potters, and the umpire's like, this is an exhibition game, boys. Let's go. I got to go. What's today, Thursday? Oh, man, they've got a lot of good shows on streaming today. I got to get home and check them out. Here's Matt Lopez, who I hope does not suffer the indignity of being the dueling dogs batter. So here's Matt Lopez. Second and third, still nobody out. Lopez takes high for a ball from Gabe Maya. 1 ball, no strikes. Brian Morley to follow. Billy Rockefeller really put a shot in that one. Almost got it out of here. High and outside again, 2-0. A single, an error, a walk, and then a double in this inning for the Legends as they put 2 up on the board. Threatening to put a couple more up there with Matt Lopez at the plate, one of the best RBI guys in Potters history. He takes high for a ball, so it's 3-0. 3 balls and no strikes on Matt. Swings and fouls that one back to the screen as he got the green light from nobody. Well, from Eli. Eli, one of the only third base coaches I've ever seen who's not wearing a hat. You don't usually see that, and I know Eli's got a fine mane out there, but usually you kind of put something on over there. 3-1 pitch. Hit hard into right center field. That is down, and it will go all the way to the fence. 2 runs will score. And Lopez is going to motor into second base with a 2-run double, and all of a sudden the Legends have put 4 up on the board. It's 11-4. We said one of the greatest RBI men in Potter's history comes through. 4 runs across the plate for Potter Legends. And now we're going to have a meeting at the mound. And we might get ourselves a pitching change, so we'll step away for just a second here. We are in the top of the 4th at FanFest. Potters 2023 have 11, but the Potters Legends coming up with 4.
Gooseport Public House. We have sports on 10 big screen TVs, 23 beer taps with classics and crafts, a full bar with creative craft mixed drinks, live music, and most importantly, great fresh food. In downtown Roseville off Vernon Street, only 15 minutes from the ballpark. See ya at Gooseport.
Old Town Pizza, a proud sponsor of your Potters baseball, will deliver you a slice that you won't soon forget. Come see why they've been voted the best of the best 12 straight years. Visit otpizza.net to get yours today. But don't take it from me.
I think Old Town Pizza should be expanded through the state or even through the country because it's so delicious.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic.
And we're back in time to see a base hit to left field by Brian Morley, but unfortunately Matt Lopez thought it was years gone by and he tried to score from second base. He was thrown out at the plate. So Morley gets himself a single. Lopez is out on a fine throw by Landon Weiss to the plate. Going to second base is Morley on the throw. So another hit, but not another run for the Legends. And here's Bryce Beecham, who struck out his first time up. That's in the dirt, gets all the way past, and going to third is Brian Morley on the wild pitch. Gabe Maya still out on the mound for the Potters. We do have activity in the bullpen. There isn't one, Stone, so that's okay. Number 40, that would be Grant Kelly, I believe. If the roster is to be believed. That is down low. Nice block by Aiden Isola on that one. It's 2-0 on Bryce Beecham. Jake Margema to follow. At least that's what's scheduled here. Two balls and no strikes. One out here in the fourth. That's in there for a strike. Nice looking pitch. 2-1. As Willie Preston continues in his quest to make everyone the dueling dog batter. It has backfired on Willie so far. But he is nothing if not persistent. 2-1 pitch is lined into right field. That's a base hit. And scoring is Morley on the RBI single by Bryce Beecham. 5 runs across the plate for the Legends. And they now trail at 11-5. And that'll bring up Jake Margema. And now we will have a pitching change. So we'll try that commercial break again, Stones. And this time we're going to try to get back in time for the game. We need our practice. We do need our practice. We are in the top of the fourth of FanFest. 11-5, Potters over the Potters.
Gooseport Public House. We have sports on 10 big screen TVs, 23 beer taps with classics and crafts, a full bar with creative craft mixed drinks, live music, and most importantly, great fresh food. In downtown Roseville off Vernon Street, only 15 minutes from the ballpark. See ya at Gooseport.
Old Town Pizza, a proud sponsor of your Potters baseball, will deliver you a slice that you won't soon forget. Come see why they've been voted the best of the best 12 straight years. Visit otpizza.net to get yours today. But don't take it from me.
I think Old Town Pizza should be expanded through the state or even through the country because it's so delicious.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBea Stadium. 33 action-packed home games loaded with fun for the whole family. Local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
We're back. Top of the fourth. I was just hoping somebody watching would be able to tell me who the pitcher was, because he's not on our roster, which is not, abnormal for the first game of the season, and I want to give him all the credit he can get. He is number 20 for the Lincoln Potters, and again, we are checking all of our information here to try to figure out who it is. And I'll tell you, the Legends haven't really cared who's on the mound so far. They put together 5 runs on 5 hits here in the fourth inning and taken 11-0 deficit and made it into 11-5. Jake Margema is the next scheduled hitter as Bryce Beecham lines a RBI single to right field to end the day for Gabe Maya. And he is going to be followed by right-handed pitcher number 20. Stones, you seem to chuckle. Please defend yourself.
Right-handed pitcher number 20.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
That's all.
Yeah. So
no
far,
defense.
We give a thank you to the Hardy fans. I mean, it's a little cool out here this evening, and it is FanFest. Everybody's getting ready for the season, but the fans are hanging out. We love it. The Rockstar Academy people are still here. My guy Hobby's down there. I gotta, I gotta send an order down there pretty soon.
Bill over at Fat Cat. He's
Bill. I forgot about Bill.
Yeah, you haven't mentioned
Bill's
Bill tonight?
fantastic. Yes, I have mentioned him.
Did you?
I didn't mention him for a while though,
Okay.
because I was too involved trying to figure out who number 20 was. But Bill does a great job. Fat Cat. If you come out to the park, Stones, I know you've done this many times. You've gone ahead and tried to plot the different vendors and how to get to all of them, like it's a video game. Like you've got to get to all of them before the end of the game or something like that.
I put it on my calendar.
They don't make it easy for you because they give you so many great options out here.
I can't ever just pick one thing from Mi Ranchito Pueblito because he's got like 7 of the greatest things ever.
Hobby's great.
And then Bill, I'll eat everything he serves.
Oh, he's amazing.
So you tell me to stop.
I'll tell you to stop talking right now because it's time for Jake Margema to come to the plate against number 20. And I'm going to send Stones McCoy on it. I used to be able to send him out on missions to find out things like this, but he's got he's like Captain Kirk in the control deck. He's got so much stuff. It's in there for a strike, but stealing second base is Bryce Beecham. So it's 0-1, and down at second base is Beecham to Jake Marjama, who has struck out the only time he's been at the plate today. Breaking ball, beautiful pitch, number 20, but no one seems to be wanting to tell us exactly who it is, and I don't want to make anything up. Here's the 0-2, another breaking ball, but that's fouled down the right field line, out of play. Stays 0-2, top of the fourth at the FanFest, 11-5 current Potters. The Legends, though, striking for 5 runs on 5 hits here in the fourth inning, with a couple of RBI doubles by Matt Lopez and Brian Morley. That is swung on and missed. And Marjama goes down on strikes. And that'll bring up Isaiah Garcia. And finally, we got a strikeout in the inning, so Willie can do the dueling dogs and tell everybody it's 50% off for the remainder of the inning. So it took a couple of batters, but he got what he wanted. And here's Isaiah, who has struck out and grounded to shortstop. Breaking balls hit down to first base. Handled there and over to the bag by Sotomayor, and Garcia is retired. And somehow that's 3 outs now. And that's the end of the inning, 5 runs on 5 hits. We go to the bottom of the fourth. It's the Potters from 2023-11, the Potters from before 2023-5.
Welcome back, Olympia's 5th grade orchestra.
Perhaps there's no place like your home because you made it so at R.C. Willey.
Hi, Bill Evans, President of the Placer County Association of Realtors. We're in the store, our conference facilities, an amazing team helps keep together an amazing organization, and we thank them all.
This organization can't do what it does and can't run the way it runs without the help of so many members volunteering their time.
The success of the Placer County Association of Realtors is largely dependent on our active volunteer members to help our organization and industry. The work of our committees greatly impacts our ability to champion efforts across the board and giving back to the Placer County community wherever we can.
Like all service organizations, I wanted to serve. And getting involved with the affiliate committee was the perfect way to do that.
I love being able to serve my community with my business friends and other leaders and give back to those who are in need.
The thing I love about the PFAR committees is they all work toward the same goal of bringing the community together to support those in need in our surrounding area.
I instantly came to the meeting and had a wonderful time, felt like I was a part of something bigger, and it was just the start of my leadership journey.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Man, do I love that song. That is that's a very catchy jingle. Grant St. Martin is on the mound, we think, for the Potters Legends. The right-hander will face Aiden Isola, then Cade Sanchez and Landon Weiss. 4, 5, and 6 for the Potters. In the bottom of the fourth inning here at FanFest. There's still autographs to go here for the fans in attendance, and they're hanging around because they want to grab those autographs on not only the current Potters, but also all the Potters Legends, and I might get in line myself. I could use a couple of autographs. I was looking through my old Stones. I was looking through my old Lincoln Potters baseball cards, my autographed baseball cards, and there's some pretty cool ones, I got to say. I got some pretty cool baseball cards. Your buddy Joe Sterick, it was one of them. I know you like Joe from the first couple of years of the Potters here. Left-handed hitter out of William Jessup. Here's Aiden Isola. He's got a couple of hits today and a couple of runs batted in, or 1 run batted in. Base hit and scored in the second. Also in the second, had an RBI single to close that inning. So he is 2 for 2. Catcher out of Sac City, and Granite Bay High School steps up here against Grant St. Martin. As the Rockstar Academy is warming up their instruments for the middle of the fourth inning Star Spangled Banner, or fourth inning stretch. 1-0 to Aiden. That's outside for a ball. 2 balls and no strikes to Aiden Isola. Leading off here in the bottom of the 4th. First game of the regular season. Tomorrow, 6:35 first pitch against the Novato Knicks. Come on out and enjoy the fun, as the commercial says. That one's outside again, 3-0. $6:35. Come on out and join. Rally towel giveaway tomorrow. So you want to get one of those, because I've got several of them at home, and they come in very handy. That's fouled out of play. Lincoln Potters Rally Towels have done a lot of cleaning up at my house over the years, and some of it is kind of normal, some of it is a little bit odd, so we don't go into that. But it's 3 balls and 1 strike on Aiden Isola. So come on out and enjoy the fun. Or on Saturday on Fireworks Night, 6:05 first pitch on Saturday. 1:05 on Sunday. That's lined down into center field. Rockefeller coming in, still coming in. He won't get it. Aiden Isola is 3 for 3 in his Potters debut, and he is over at first base with nobody out. And Cade Sanchez coming to the plate. Opening series against the Knicks, then the day off on Monday, and back at it on Tuesday for the Potters. A lot of games in the first month, 5 weeks of the season. A lot of home games. A little bit more of a break during July, but June is very heavy in Lincoln Potters baseball here at McBean Stadium. That's high for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Sanchez singled and scored in the second inning, grounded to short in the third, so he is 1 for 2 in this one. That's fouled back to the screen. Cade kind of thinking he might have wanted to do a little bit more with that one than he was able to do. So here's 1 ball and 1 strike. That's a fastball, caught the outside corner. Good looking pitch from Grant. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Ball gets by the screen, and going down to second base is Aiden Isola. So Cade Sanchez at the plate, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The new pitcher is Grant St. Martin. At least that's what someone said to us, and that's what we're going with. Sometimes we just operate on rumor and innuendo up here. 2-2. That's in the dirt, gets all the way back to the screen, but bounces all the way back to the catcher. So Bryce Beecham recovers it, and Isola stays at second base. Three balls and 2 strikes. Landon Weiss is on deck for the Potters. That's lined out to right field, giving chase and diving out there. Cannot make the play in right field. It's down. Isola rounds third. He's going to try to score. The throw comes in. It's cut off at second base, so it's an RBI single for Cade Sanchez, and Isola scores. Sanchez goes to second base, gets himself a run batted in. Landon Weiss coming to the plate. Landon has walked and scored and flied to right, so he is 0 for 1 in this one. Nice try out in right field by someone we think might be Cody Lindsay, but it might be Jake Marjama. But whoever it is, an excellent try out there, but wasn't able to make the play. First pitch is in there for a strike. 0-1 on Landon Weiss. As one of the Rockstar Academy participants, and decided to stand right in front of me, so I couldn't see that. And Stones had to give me the strike signal. I think that's what it was. That one is outside for a ball, 1-1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Chris Cook on deck for the Potters. Fastball misses outside again, 2-1. Weiss 0 for 1 with the run scored after walking in the second inning. 12-5 is our score here. (2-1) coming up from Grant St. Martin. High fly ball out of play to our right. So Landon Weiss with a count of 2 balls and 2 strikes out in left field for the Potters tonight. We're at number 5. Two balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Got him on strikes. Good pitch by Grant St. Martin. Got himself his first out here. 1 out, and that'll bring up Chris Cook, the left-handed hitting right fielder. Fielder's choice back in the second. He drove in a run and then picked up a walk in the third. So the left-hand hitting right fielder strides up to the plate with a runner at second base and 1 out here. High fastball, 1-0 on Chris. Chris probably about 6'3" or so himself, and so is Grant St. Martin out on the mound. So a couple big dudes squaring off here in the bottom of the 4th. That sails up high, 2-0. Just been informed that this game, which is originally scheduled to go a little bit longer, is going to be ended after 5 innings to give the Legends a chance to swing the bats again. That one is down low, so it's 3-0. Now that has been revised to the end of the 4th inning. So Stones McCoy just trying to make me look bad. He doesn't realize it's his radio network, and if I look bad, he looks bad. 3-0 pitch is ball 4. No, called strike because the umpire wants Chris to be able to swing the bat. I applaud that. 3-1 on Chris Cook. Don Magrella to follow, and then Drew Andrews. Three balls, 1 strike. That one is in there for a call, strike 2. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Grant comes to the stretch, checks the runner at second base. Swing and a miss. 2 strikeouts in a row. That brings up Don Magrella and brings in the last batter, announcer, Stones McCoy, who will take over for the remainder of this inning. Okay. Stones, take it away.
All right, we're going to take it away. When we've got Zach Malone heading up there against, I believe we have St. Martin on the mound. Oh, Agrella, excuse me. And he's going to face a overpowering Grant St. Martin right now, who's throwing the Ethos pitch, coming in there about 42 miles an hour. A little high for a ball. No balls and 1 strike. And while I'm doing all this fun stuff, I got to make sure that I've got the right guy displayed on the screen. Next pitch, a little outside and low, ball 2. 2-0. To where are we at? Agrella. There we go. I'm just looking for him on my screen here. Next pitch by St. Martin outside for ball 3. 3-0 currently. And, I'm updating all my scoreboards and everything at the same time. So I wasn't expecting to do this, but I'm here, and we're rocking and rolling.
Doing a great job.
Thank you very much. The 3-0 pitch, the Ethos, thrown and lifted high into center field, short center field. Coming in to grab that and making the 3rd out of the inning. And guess what? That is the end of the ball game.
What?
It's the end of the ball game.
Okay, then the ball game. Thank you, Stones McCoy, for wrapping that one up and getting that final out as we have the 4-inning exhibition is over. Potters of today winning it 12-5, and a good time was had by all, I think. We thank all the fans who came out tonight. Now, they'll be sticking around and taking part in autograph signings and the like, but we're going to step away and get ready for tomorrow, because tomorrow at 6:35 is the first game of the regular summer season. Your Lincoln Potters taking on the Novato Knicks. 6:35 first pitch. We're on at about 6:15 or so when we do the Potters warm-up show with our special guest manager, John Peters. So thank you for joining us for this FanFest and letting us work out some kinks today, and hopefully you enjoyed it and we enjoyed bringing it to you. Until tomorrow at 6:35, this is Spanham and Stones McCoy saying good night. Thanks for watching Stones Radio Networks.